Hey, what's up, you guys? This is going to be about demonolatry and as well the path. So I've been a demonolator about 5 years straight. We could say 7 if we're talking about the metaphysical field and studying these beings. But when it comes to consciously working with these beings, I've been a demonolator for about 5 years. The end of this year will be my 5th year. So who am I? What's up, you guys? My name is O'Shea. As well, you can call me Atanu, and this is OccultCatTv, the channel you know you love. So, this is Demonolatry Explained. I'm going to give you just pretty much a brief overall understanding of what it is to be a demonolator, what it is to walk the path, and as well work with these beings. And then I'm going to give, hey Katie, and then I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an understanding of what it is to be a demonolator, walking the path, and then as well some tips. What's most important when it comes to this path and understanding it. Okay, so let's go. So when it comes to being a demonolator, I first started demonolatry with just researching and studying. I was hounding this knowledge. I wanted to learn about this spirit, learn about that spirit. I would be like, oh, I might work with this spirit soon. And there's just so many different spirits to work with. It's so versatile, right? Because the thing is, a lot of people want to get caught into the demonolator spiral of, I'm just a demonolator, I'm just a spell worker, a spellcaster. But this path is way more vast than what people understand and what people give it credit for. Because there's a lot of spirits that in the demonolatry path that when we get into this path, first we want to start to know how to do rituals. We want to do spell work. We want to do invocations, evocations. But a lot of people actually don't look at that demonolatry as a whole is merely working with the infernal divine. It's working with the infernal divine in order to better yourself and as well to better your life. Working with the infernal divine is what will aid you in your ascension to just honestly become a better person. You can either just stay a human, stay the ego and who you perceive yourself to be. Oh, I'm this person with this name. I am O'Shea. I went to this school. I got this grade. And when life is so much more than that, and these beings will teach you that, right? There's Belphegor. Belphegor teaches you how to network, how to communicate with other people and get a lot better at it. There's Beelzebub with business, right? And organizing your life, bettering your life. There's Belial with discipline, right? He trains you. He literally he's like a trainer. Like when you go to work out at a gym, right? You hire a trainer, or you might hire a trainer, and the trainer cuts through the bullshit and he's like, you need to work on this, you need to do this, you need to do that. And then from you doing this, and that, it starts to better your life. It starts to round your life out. So I was someone that was, yes, I was very edgy in the beginning. Oh, I work with demon kings. I work with Lucifer. I am this. It's like, shut the fuck up, bro. It's like, when we truly look at demonolatry at its core, demonolatry is merely working with these spirits for your highest attainment, becoming your greatest version. And we can say we can call it a demonolator to work with these spirits, right? For myself, I'm a demonolator by birth. I'm someone that already had and forged a connection with these beings in my past lives. And then that's why it was brought to the forefront in this life. So I started to do evocations and invocations, evoking, bringing the spirit around you, right? Just like the first tip I could give is just feel the energy if you want to be a demonolator or work with these spirits. Call forward Azazel, call forward Beelzebub, and allow yourself to just feel the energy. Just sit in it, right? And then as well, another tip that I could give is be respectful. Truly be respectful when working with these beings. They're going to be very, very respectful of you, where you're at, your energy. They're going to be very mindful. They're going to try to push you forward, but they're not going to, in the beginning, just rip you out of your old life. If you're going through trials within the qliphoth, that's completely different. Because to be an initiate is different than to just be a demonolator. But an initiate is going to be a more empowered and powerful demonolator along the path and along the way, because they're going through the initiations of the qliphoth. They're not just working with the beings, right? You can be a demonolator, you can work with Bune, Belial, King Paimon, Agaris, Visago, all these beings, right? They're part of the Goetia, but it's different to go through the qliphothic tests and trials that will make you or break you in the process, right? So working with these beings can be very light depending on the way in which you approach them, but also can be very rigorous and heavy when you're claiming to them that, hey, I want to be a demon king, or when you're claiming to them, I want my soul back, I want to become the greatest expression of myself, I want to evolve and become my greatest version. That's going to come with a lot of, you really need to delete who you were. You need to dissolve who you were when working with these beings and going more in-depthly within the trials, because it's easy just to light a candle and work with the being, right? But it's harder to take that next step in your evolutionary growth to do the better things for yourself, right? If Belial says quit an addiction or quit a substance, quit it, right? If it's alcohol or smoking too much weed, or if it's junk food, binge eating, watching too much TV. Beelzebub says, like, don't play so many video games, right? If you're playing a lot of video games, right? Because they want you to cut out the distractions so that you can start to rise in your life. A demonolator is an emissary of the infernal divine. When you're working with these beings, you're taking on their powers, you're taking on their abilities. So at the same time, you're becoming your own source. You're becoming your true self, and you're following your true will. You're following your path and your destiny. And this is ultimately why these beings are in your life, why they want to push you forward and help you to become your greatest version, because you're following your path. You're doing the work. You're embracing your true will, your destiny, and who you're meant to become. You're choosing to evolve, right? So next is discipline. All of these spirits, whether it be Azazel to Belial to Hecate, right? Embrace discipline within yourself. If you aren't disciplined within your mind, you're not always going to get clear insight, right? You have to be disciplined in order to gain clarity, right? You have to be able to hold an image for at least 5 minutes, like 2 to 3 to 5 minutes. That's why we go into ritual with candles and incense. It empowers our imagination so that we can see these beings more in-depthly and more full. Especially if you haven't forged that connection with those beings, which it does take time. It's not just overnight that it happens, or just one pact, right? But it's truly, giving them an offering of your time, giving them an offering of your energy, right? Which there will always be an exchange. You will always gain things back when you give. For as I give, I receive. That is a witch law, right? Whether it be spending your credit card, right? Spending money on your card, or it be just paying cash. As I give, I will always receive times 3. You can even say, right? This is something that the energies or these beings have taught me, is that whenever I'm giving something, I should always know that something is coming back. I shouldn't give with no purpose, but always have an intention towards everything that I'm doing. That's something I've definitely learned from these spirits. And they've helped me to forge and create a better life from being more disciplined, from being more respectful, right? Respect is the most important thing when it comes to working with these beings. So with that, that's going to be the end of the video. I am your host, O'Shea, as well. You can call me Atanu or Cool Cat. This is OccultCatTv, a channel you know you love. So with that, you guys, if anybody does need demonolator advice, demonolator help, working with these beings, establishing a connection in any way, I would gladly like to help you and aid you in doing this. And know that I have my services. Everything is down below, from spell work to tarot card readings to occult consultations, and then as well, most importantly, channelings. I'm able to channel what you need to know from these beings if you haven't been able to connect, or if you haven't heard it as clear as what you'd like. So this is as well Salem. This is the cat of OccultCatTv. Thank you for all that you do, Salem, showing your presence. And with that, guys, that was Demonolatry Explained, walking the path and working with these spirits. I hope you guys all have a beautiful day. From me and these spirits to you. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Peace. I'm out.